Hi guys, American you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, this is my beautiful model sitting right here, and this is just one of those days where we get to bring a model and our teacher would like see the makeup and examine it. So at this point, I was basically just blending and blending and blending in the foundation into her skin. You could see she has some dark spots, but they were not that big. I basically just used a darker shade to like cover it up because I was actually supposed to use a color corrector, but since I was still learning and I didn't purchase everything I needed then, so I basically just had to use what I had and improvise. You get so, but it was still good. It came out really nice. But the thing is, what I noticed is I was supposed to like blend out the darker shade on her skin before going in with the foundation because you would notice that during the period where I was blending and blending the foundation, it was really quite difficult for me because I had to go back in and blend those darker shades before blending in the foundation onto her skin. At the end of the day, it wasn't that bad because I actually shaded some of those dark spots on her skin, and the makeup came out really good and I was really proud of myself. So guys, I've really heard a lot about the CV Mark foundation, and this is what I was using on my model, and it came out really nice. Okay, I'll come back to explain the next process in a bit. Just watch and I'll be back. So at this point, I'm basically going in with concealer. Like you get two shades lighter than her skin tone, and that's exactly what I'm using for her. And I'll just basically blend it into her skin. If I were to be asked the question like, what's the secret of makeup? I would say blending. I would say blending. I'm telling you, blending your products into your skin is the biggest achievement you would ever make with your client's skin, because if you don't blend properly, it's going to come out looking somehow. Like at this point, I was still learning, but at least I feel like I did a great job. I did a really nice job, and that's all the advice I could actually give you. Just blend your products properly and do not use too much product. That's another thing. Don't use too much product. Before, when I didn't go to like improve, I'll always pack product on my skin. But so I'll be using the darker shade of foundation to contour her face, her nose area, and her hairline. So I'm making sure to blend properly so there's no demarcation area. You can see I already told you guys that makeup, you have to blend your product into your model, your client's face. You have to blend it properly because you don't want to see any strange line. I'm going in with nose contour right now, and that is to give her nose that really sharp effect, because you know this is our new generation nose now, very short, including mine. No, I'm not talking about my clients, you know. I don't know if I'm the only one that has noticed this thing. Like this new generation, we always we come with short nose. I don't know why it's like that. I feel like we need to call our parents for a little meeting. You get? We need to ask them questions like, ha, I saw my own nose and I was like, my husband's own is very long. Oh, why would my nose be this short? And my mother has long nose. That was basically a little comedy. Hope it made you laugh and not frown, because I wasn't serious. So hey, let's all just calm down. So right now I'm trying to apply the eyeshadow primer. I went in with my fluffy brush to like blend out the transition area. We'll be going for a really subtle look today because she didn't want any drama, so no drama. No drama, no drama. So we are basically going to be doing like kind of a simple. I was in my head when I was doing this makeup, right? Let me be realistic. I was thinking of a wedding makeup. So you all stay tuned and see my wedding makeup while I was still learning. Okay, let's just do this. So I know you guys can point out those mistakes I actually made at this point. Like, who puts baking powder under the eye after doing eyeshadow? Like, who does that? I was supposed to do this before doing eyeshadow. So if there are like any crumbs, it would actually hold it for me. It wouldn't allow it to stain. So I was supposed to do it earlier, but I still did it. I still did it at that point, and we keep up with the eyeshadow. I feel like I just recalled that I was supposed to do it, so I did it. Then I continued doing the makeup. So I went in once again with the eyeshadow primer. That was to make the eyeshadow pop up more than usual, and I feel like I succeeded with that. And I was really happy. I was excited about it. So just as we said with the skin, we're also doing same with the eyes. Like you want to make sure you're blending properly. I don't know what blush has done to me these days, but I've really been falling in love with blush on my makeup. Like I just feel like it's really nice. I'm just going right now to like dust out the excess baking powder, and we'll soon come to the end of this session. So I went ahead with my Ezekiel palette powder to dust out properly the baking powder which was on her skin and to unify her skin tone. I was just basically doing some little touches. I had to go in again with the contour palette to bring out the contour again on her nose, the blush. It's time for the lips, and I'm basically just highlighting using a lipstick. I had like a really dark lipstick. I was just trying to line out her lip. So just like the eyes, I was also going for a nude lip. So I took this nude lipstick from my Who's That Girl palette, and I just applied it on her lip and went in her head and blended. Like everything about makeup is blending. If not, your makeup isn't going to come out the way you want it to. So I went ahead and blended the lips, and I'll just let you guys watch through this path, and I'll come back to explain if need be. So I was done with the makeup. I just had to go in with the highlighter to highlight her face and give her face that glow. And I added some on her brow bone area to give it that little shine, and it was really looking nice. So the class in which we were wasn't having enough light. We had to go outside to check, and everything was on point. I used this single lashes to do her lash extension, if I may call it that way. But she was really happy with the look, and it was given 10 over 10 plus 10 minus nothing. Let me brag a bit. I was actually my teacher's best student, okay?